What's up guys, this is Yasser. Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Yaserfrags. Today I'm going to talk about another 10 fragrances from the brand Ahmed from India. This is not Ahmed al-Maghribi, this is just Ahmed, an Indian brand who are mostly concentrating on creating inspired versions of Ahmed al-Maghribi, and they have done a fantastic job, guys. If you remember my first video about them, they have made a beautiful inspiration of Ahmed al-Maghribi's Bin Sheikh, which is a beast mode again. I think in my first video I would have told that this stays about 10-12 hours, but now that this is macerated, this has been sitting in my shelf for about 1.5 months. I just used it 2 days back for my Friday prayers, and trust me guys, this one was projecting from my shirt even after 24 hours. I just hung my t-shirt behind the door, and then when I woke up the next day, which was almost 24 hours, it was still projecting. The entire room was smelling of this. And this also is a very beautiful fragrance, though it doesn't have the Bahar Rouge 540's maltol DNA. I like it even more because it has a nice beautiful cedarwood sandalwood combination, has that little bit of incensey smokiness, which is a beautiful woody fragrance. Definitely check this one out. 24 plus hours lasting if you allow it to macerate. Mudge is also another fantastic release which they have done. I don't find this very close to the original when you smell it up close, but in the air it definitely has resemblance, and you can easily say that it's Mudge inspired. Though I don't like its opening much, doesn't mean that I hate it, but the opening is not very impressive. But after 1 hour, this gets magical. I love the dry down of Mudge as well from Ahmed Maghribi. Now today I'll be talking about 5 more new releases from this brand. Though I have 10, I'm yet to try those, I'm yet to test them, so I do not prefer talking about those without testing them fully. So I'll talk about the other 5. And again, trust me guys, this brand really makes their fragrance very powerful and super long lasting. Majority of them stayed 8 to 10 hours, some even 12 plus hours. So let's start with number 5, which is called as Meme. I believe this also is an inspired version of Ahmed al-Maghribi's Meme, because I've seen Ahmed al-Maghribi's Meme in their website, though I've not seen that in India. So this is how the bottle looks like. So it's a 100 ml extrait de parfum. These guys do, oh, this is pure parfum 100 ml. So these guys, which is the Indian Ahmed, they use a lot of oil concentration to make it very powerful, and that's why it lasts really long. Okay, so Meme is something which costs around just 1,300 for 100 ml. Definitely worth that price. You can check their website. I'll give you all the details in the video description box in case you're interested in buying. This is a beautiful summer fragrance because it starts off with citrus, there is green accords, there is that minty accord. You can get a little bit of that feel of the dagger of cool water along with some florals added. So beautiful summer fragrance. Definitely check this one out because this performs really nice. It has that candy floral sort of a vibe along with some green accords. Projects about 2 hours and lasts easily 8 to 9 hours. So that is definitely a good lasting for a summer fragrance. Okay, so that is about Meme. Coming to number 4, which is called as Wahid. Okay, I don't know if original Ahmed al-Maghribi brand has anything as Wahid. I haven't seen that in India. So this is how the bottle looks like. Again, Wahid costs around 1,300 for 100 ml pure parfum. Again, they all make their fragrance in pure parfum concentration, which is almost 45 to 50% oil concentration, and that's why they really last long. Now Wahid, to my nose, has a lot of resemblance with Nishane Hasivat. So if you like Nishane Hasivat, you definitely can check this one out because it opens up with a nice citrus, earthy, oak mossy sort of a vibe along with some pineapple. You definitely can relate this to Aventus because Hasivat is also Aventus inspired. You get that pineapple sort of a vibe, and then in the base you again feel that oak moss. 80% close is what I would say. The quality is also good. Performs really nice. 2.5 hours of projection and 8 to 9 hours of lasting for a fresh fragrance. This also goes really well for the summers. If you like Nishani Hasivat with that Aventus DNA with the earthy oak moss feel in the base, check it out guys. At number 3 is Oud and Roses, which definitely is an inspired version of the original Ahmed al-Maghribi. This comes as 50 ml and costs around 1,400 because this definitely has great quality, guys. It has that spicy rose, woody, smoky, amber sort of an opening, something like Shura's smoky vibe that you get, and then you get that one-man show sort of a green accord, and this overall top note and mid note really plays like a beautiful fragrance. Okay, this is really nice, though I find the original Oud and Rose to be a little too strong and smoky in the opening. This is rightly balanced. I like this one more than the original in the opening. But the twist is, I love the dry down of the original. The dry down of this one is good. The original, I really love the dry down. And there are many fans of the original. Oud and Roses cost around 2.5 for, I think that is also like 60 ml or maybe 80 ml. You get 50 ml for 1400, and I think this is a great deal, guys, because even when it comes to performance, this has great performance. Beautiful opening, spicy rose, woodiness. There is that slight smokiness of that Shura vibe, some green accords as well, and it is very nicely balanced. Smells of great quality for this price. Only minus point is if you compare it with the original's dry down, which has that beautiful, sexy, musky, woody vibe. That is slightly lacking here, but doesn't mean that the dry down is bad. It is definitely as good as the opening here. It's just that from the original, I love the dry down more. I don't like the opening in the original. This is rightly balanced. I like it from the start to the finish. Performance 2.5 hours of projection, 9 to 10 hours of lasting. Definitely check this one out. The next one at number 2. Now 3, 2, 1 are my top recommendations in this video. Number 2 is Kaf. Okay, Ahmed Al-Maghribi's Kaf, and this one definitely has a lot of similarities. 85 to 90% close, guys. This is 100 ml pure perfume, costs only around 1300, and it is about 90% close. Like I said, the first 15 minutes you may not feel the exact resemblance. Within 15 minutes you can easily relate this as 90% close. And I like this one slightly more than the original because the opening has that too strong lavender and watermelon, the synthetic watermelon, which I'm not very fond of, and that's why I did not list it in the top 17 favorite Ahmed Al-Maghribi, which I recently reviewed. So here the watermelon and lavender is very neatly balanced. For some reason, this is just my personal taste. Now you might come and saying, no, they use better quality, that, this. I don't know, guys. Both are synthetic. The original also has synthetic lavender and watermelon. This also has synthetic lavender and watermelon. You cannot really extract oils, natural oils from these. So these are just accords that gives you vibes of watermelon and lavender. Obviously, lavender oil is definitely there, but you cannot extract oil from watermelon. So the notes used here is more pleasing to my nose because it is not as strong as the original, but this is rightly balanced. It doesn't mean that it does not perform good. This also has great performance. Projects for about 2.5 to 3 hours and has that beautiful woody base which lasted about 9 to 10 hours. Okay. Now at number 1, I like layering this with the number 1. The number 1 is called as Atif. Okay, came in a plain box like this, and this is Atif. This is my number 1 recommendation. 50 ml costs around 1999, almost 2000, bit expensive, but for some reason this is my favorite and the best spray version of Ajmal's Musk Rijali. If you love that fragrance, this is very, very close to that. And I've not seen perfume versions of Musk Rijali sort of a DNA being as soothing and appealing to the nose, but this one was the first one to give me that vibe. I'm super impressed with this, guys, because this performs really good. It smells exactly and the same musky, floral, woody, natural skin sort of a smell which I get in Ajmal's Musk Rijali, and this smells exactly the same, because usually Musk Rijali sort of a DNA, they don't smell good in the spray version, but this one they have nailed it, and that's mainly because it's a pure perfume concentration. What they told me that they have used above 50%, almost close to 60% oil in this so that it performs and people don't go nose blind soon, so that they recognize the smell. And I'm super impressed with this one. If you love or if you want Musk Rijali sort of a DNA in spray version, definitely check this one out. I would still say that it's worth 1999 if you're fond of white musk fragrance. it performs really good, guys. 3 years of projection, 12 plus hours of lasting. The caveat is musk rizali is something which majority, more than 50%, go nose blind within 2 hours. So if you're somebody like that, you're not going to sense the smell of this one. If you can pick up that smell of musk rizali like I do, because I have a Doberman's nose, I can catch musk rizali fragrance anywhere, even if it is outdoors, somebody's wearing it, I can really pick it up because it's one of my favorite notes. And for some reason, my nose gets attracted to that sort of a smell. If you're somebody like that, you will definitely recognize the lasting and projection of this one. Lasts for about 12 plus hours, like I said. So this is my number one. You can easily layer it with this one. They blend really well. That's what I did as well, and I really enjoyed smelling it on myself. So my top 2 picks would be Atif and Kaf from Ahmed. The other one would be Oud and Roses, which is inspired by Ahmed al-Maghribi. So these were the top 5 new releases from Ahmed, India. There are other 5 as well, which I'll be reviewing soon. So that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in case you've tried any of these. Comment down in the comment section. See you next time soon. Keep sharing the videos. Cheers.